A mysterious UFO has been spotted during a dramatic lightning storm over Nebraska in intriguing scenes. This amazing footage was recorded in Lincoln during a massive lightning thunderstorm. At a certain point, we see a lightning strike light up the sky and we can see this black triangle-shaped object hovering in the sky for a very brief moment. It seems to appear with the lightning strike and disappears just as quickly as the strike does. When we zoom in the picture you can see that this is definitely an unidentified flying object, and also a huge UFO. UFOs like this one have been known to either be the cause of the lightning in some clouds, or be attracted to it, because around the globe, UFOs have been seen in the clouds when the lightning flashes. This is not a first time ever. For example, in Taiwan in the last 10 years, they saw UFOs in clouds 2 times, on 2 different storms. So everywhere there is a storm, there's the potential that it could be a UFO causing it, or attracted to it. But some other people believe it was a UFO exiting a portal belonging to another dimension. Or UFOs may appear during these massive lightning storms almost as if to feed off of lightnings. It's also been theorized that these crafts use lightning here on Earth as a mechanism to jump dimensions. Almost as if they are riding this lightning from another dimension from possibly another planet 100 light years away and instantaneously are here on Earth. We don't know if this thing is cloaking itself or if this is some sort of brief time jump where it warps and jumps into our dimension and jumps back out. There are multiple videos online and on YouTube showing various shaped UFOs appearing during these storms. There are tons of incidents all around the world. Enormous amounts. All these elements lead to a few conclusions. 1. Storms are way too much going back and forth from other realms, parallel worlds, dimensions. With the light and crash going on, no one is going to note any odd lights in the sky as these vehicles pass through. Or 2. Storms are a power source necessary to make the rift. Perhaps that is why the vehicles are necessary to traverse some intense electrical impulses safely. Or 3. The flashes of light in the sky show off ships we might not normally see but that are always around in the air. Or 4. We are seeing something of a nature origin, like jets and sprites, that we did not realize storms could produce, some sort of plasma or ball lightning. Or 5. We are seeing debris being caught in storms and misinterpreted. In that case, that doesn't fit with our video because the UFO is very huge and doesn't seem to move. We found a man who witnessed in 2015 the March 25th tornadoes in Moore, Oklahoma. This man, who has lived there his whole life and has seen unending storm activity of every kind and has never thought about or witnessed UFOs, saw something that day that held his attention. It didn't just hold his attention, he called out his daughter and son-in-law to the deck to watch, as well as 6 other neighbors coming out to look in amazement. He was looking to the west where the tornado has been spotted, looking at the dark sky when his eyes rested on an egg-shaped object that was creamy white with a luster to it and about the size of an airline, to his estimation. He guessed it was about 1,000 feet up. But then at an exceedingly fast rate of speed, it shot straight up about 2,000 feet to hover at 3,000 feet for a time. Then, in the time it took to blink, it dropped 2,000 feet. It hovered there and then it appeared as if something came out of the bottom of it, but it was vague as to what. The maneuvers then became very exact, directed and purposeful. It descended at a 45-degree angle and then a 90-degree angle, then went back to the original spot, instantly. It took one more 45-degree descent to the opposite direction. Finally, it appeared to disappear into the clouds. The entire event took about 20 minutes. He and the other witnesses are certain they witnessed a vehicle that made very precise, very accurate and unbelievably fast maneuvers. In 1931, Charles Fort, American researcher, introduced the term teleportation spaces. These were areas where sudden teleportation was possible and where the doors to parallel worlds open. According to various versions, these are the places where UFOs, goblins, ghosts and other creatures come from. But if the doors open, it is not ruled out that it is possible to enter the other side. Proponents of anomalies are convinced that thousands of missing people could be found in the parallel world. There are plenty of witnesses who allegedly traveled to other worlds. It is everyone's personal business whether these people are to be trusted. Tatiana Faymanskaya, a UFO researcher, said that she experienced teleportation twice in one of Moscow anomalous zones. She could not feel the process of teleportation, but she would find herself in a place with a different landscape. Another story was told by Lydia Nikolova from Novi Bite village. She said that she was picking mushrooms in a forest and felt a slight jab in her heart. She immediately found herself at a deserted church, 3.3 miles from the place she was before. Faymanskaya believes that teleportation is possible because of cracks in earth crust that make the reality unstable. Doors to the parallel world can be opened by lightning since it has enormous energy. Irina Zerva, a member of Phenomenon Committee that studies anomalies, told the following story. Once, 3 friends went fishing near St. Petersburg. On the way, their car was hit by a lightning, went into a ditch and hit a pine tree. The friends noticed a village house near the road that they have not seen before. An old lady who lived in the house let them in, and fed them dinner. At night, they laid on the floor. When the friends woke up in the morning, they were lying on grass and there was no house nearby. Their crashed car was found under the same tree. And, what about HARP? HARP was a research project set up in Alaska supposedly run by the University of Alaska, the U.S. Navy and the U.S. Air Force. It consisted of an array of antennae to send out high-frequency transmission up in the ionosphere. A high-frequency radio transmitter would transmit high-frequency band to the ionosphere, 46,621 miles above Earth, in hopes of studying the excitation and what it creates. We have been told that the program ran from 1993 to 2007. Many conspiracy theorists have claimed it was doing much more than just that. It was controlling weather, controlling minds, and much more. Is it possible that this program was initiated based on observation of what occurs during storms and how UFO craft might come and go utilizing some kind of powerful excitation in the atmosphere? Catatumbo lightning is a phenomenon found in Venezuela mostly at the mouth of the Catatumbo River. This small region receives so many concentrated lightning strikes that it is considered the largest generator of tropospheric ozone. It can happen 160 nights a year, up to 9 hours of continuous lightning each night. It originates from a mass of storm clouds that create a voltaic arc at more than 5 kilometers of height, during 140 to 160 nights a year, 10 hours per day and up to 280 times per hour. It occurs over and around Lake Maracaibo, typically over the bog area formed where the Catatumbo River flows into the lake. The questions and the possibilities are endless, but definitely warrant more investigation. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to Section 51. See you next time. Open your eyes, watch the sky with Section 51.